Let's raise our big talking point on this day of this shocking and shameful murder. Is the mining mafia out of control in several states? That's the big question that we are raising at the moment. Joining us now, Ajay Singh. He's the leader of the opposition of the Congress Party, Madhya Pradesh. He joins us from Bhopal. Srivatsa Krishna, IAS officer, someone who's served in states where the mining mafia operates like Andhra Pradesh. With us here, Nalin Kohli, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and Ajay Kumar, himself a former IPS officer, member of parliament from Jharkhand, Jharkhand Vikas Morcha, Jharkhand, another state where the mining mafia operates. I want to come to you, Ajay Singh, first, of the Congress Party. Is the Congress politicizing this issue? When you say that the mining mafia is behind this murder, are you saying that the mining mafia is a BJP-run mafia? Are you saying there are no congressmen involved in the area of Bhind, Morena who also are supporting this mining mafia?
Let's get this thing straight. It's not a question of one political party or not. It's a question of what is being taking place in the state of Madhya Pradesh in the last few years. The powers that be fully support and endorse such people, and they are doing it with impunity. We raised this matter in the Vidhan Sabha last year.
Yes.
In a no confidence motion. Total no confidence motion, 50% was about illegal mining. Even in the CM's constituency.
Do you have evidence that the CM is patronizing these elements? Do you have evidence that Shivraj Singh Chauhan personally has patronized these mining mafias?
Well, the secretary to the chief minister is the mining secretary for the last few years. He even is the managing director of the mining corporation, which dispenses the mines. Now, if that is not political patronage, I don't understand what else is.
Nalin Kohli, respond to this. This is a very serious charge being made here by Ajay Singh, leader of the opposition Madhya Pradesh, that Shivraj Singh Chauhan is directly involved with the mining mafia. It's not the first time it's been made in Madhya Pradesh, but it is now a serious charge that is being made against your chief minister, who's been unusually silent after this incident. Only today, under pressure, has ordered a judicial probe into Narendra Kumar's death.
I think let's go into this one by one and let's look at the facts of the case. I don't think it's a matter of pressure. Within 24 hours, and I think that's fairly fast, the chief minister goes ahead and orders a judicial inquiry so that it can be conducted independently, and there is immense faith in the judiciary across the nation. So there can be no charge against the government that it is trying to cover up. Second is, if you're talking about pressure and you're talking about the political bosses interfering, then how is it that the IPS officer in this case, Mr. Narendra Kumar, was being able to actively pursue what he was doing? It's an extremely unfortunate incident. It's an extremely unfortunate incident, and we feel extremely sad about his untimely and sudden death. But I think to play politics on that is absolutely criminal. It's unjustified. And the kind of statements we hear from Mr. Digvijay Singh, the same man who raises about the death of another police officer in Batla House, every time something is involved, he starts playing politics on it. I think that is most reprehensible.
Ajay Singh, quickly respond that this is politics at the end of the day. You've got to provide hard evidence that Shivraj Singh Chauhan, either he or the BJP, is directly involved. You can't go on insinuations.
It's not a question of insinuation. If in the chief minister's own Vidhan Sabha segment, an officer raises a royalty amount of 400 odd crores and he gets transferred within 8 hours of submitting the report.
Yes.
Do you expect the state of Madhya Pradesh people
to
not say that it is under some patronage?
You know, Nalin Kohli, let's settle this. The fact is that February 2012, journalist Chandrika Rai, his wife and teenage children hacked to death in Umaria district of Madhya Pradesh for reporting extensively on the activities of the coal mining area and alleging Narendra Singh Tomar, BJP MP from Morena, to be behind it. Today also the family of Narendra Kumar is saying there is a conspiracy. They are not saying it's a simple accident of a tractor trawler driver. There are questions that the BJP government has to answer.
Rajdeep, certainly, and for that reason that the chief minister himself has said that let there be a judicial inquiry. If there is any evidence that anyone may have, they can put it in front of a judicial inquiry. Secondly, about the mining thing that's being spoken about in Madhya Pradesh, let's not forget, here we are going for e-tendering. That's a government. It is raising the royalties. So a government that is talking about it, just wild allegations allegations is not the solution. Third is, again, I'm coming back to the fact about it. What the Congress party is doing is just basically making allegations. What we are saying is come either with some facts. If there are specific facts, and in this case, in the case of Narendra Kumar, certainly they can present
the
it in front
mafia operates out of the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister's constituency.
Let me like this, Rajdeep, there is no, wherever there is human civilization, there will also be an element of crime. But just to insinuate that the political leadership is patronizing that, I think that is taking it a little too far.
Ajay Kumar, you've been from Jharkhand. People believe Jharkhand, Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, Central India, and also now, of course, across South, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Goa, Congress, BJP, all governments are hand in glove at the ground with the mining mafia. They become so powerful that you can't resist their pressures. And an innocent IPS officer, a brave IPS officer who tries to fight them is killed by in this horrible manner.
See, Rajdeep, the fact of the case is that politicians across all parties, and I'm including even people probably in our party also and across this, there's an unholy nexus between corrupt civil servants, which includes the IAS officers and the IPS officers and the local police station and the politicians, irrespective, whether it's Goa for the Congress, whether it's Karnataka for the BJP, whether it's Maharashtra for the Congress, whether Jharkhand for that matter, whether it was Mr. Madhu Koda, whether it's the present government. So the fact is that this whole unholy nexus has been going on, and the easiest way to make money, both for the political caste and the civil servants, which is mining secretary, I was listening to the statement by the IG of police, covering up at the end of the day, whether it was a so-called, they say that mining mafia was not involved. The fact was it was being illegally mined. Fact was it was happening and the officer was killed. And suddenly you have a statement, and I understand where Nalin comes from, but the fundamental issue is that this illegal mining has been going on for years. What's your record? And so I feel ashamed because, see, the problem...
You feel ashamed as a former IPS officer?
As a political person also, because listen, I'm reading a New York Times article which says that for the past 3 months, there's been 20,000 cases reported of illegal mining. And people's resources, where does it affect? It affects the poorest of the tribals. The most marginal people are being robbed. Wherever there is mining, in fact, Rajdeep, I'll finish with saying, wherever there is natural resources under the ground, it's a curse. Because the people who suffer are the people who sit on that land.
You're making very strong comment. Nalin Kohli, look at the way even the DG, in that interview, even before the probe is completed, it seems to be intent on giving the illegal mining mafia a clean chit. Here is an officer, an IPS officer who's been run down by a tractor trolley, and the impression being given is that, this is a one-off case. How can this be a one-off case?
Nalin, I'll just say, but one thing, it's like a Bob Dylan song, how many deaths will it take till we wake up on this? How many good people will die? I mean, there is Narendra Kumar who was suspended in Karnataka. Right. There's this Chaturvedi in the Forest Service who's being suspended in Haryana. I mean, how long will honest people fight?
Nalin Kohli, respond.
Certainly, I want to say this, that certainly if anyone doing his duty dies in any manner whatsoever, it's extremely sad. And I'm putting that on the record. But the
Chief Minister was busy playing Holi while this was happening and giving mithai at that time.
Hang on, 1 minute, hold on, Rajdeep. I think now you're really taking an extension of it. That is also a festival. Now, how do you presume that he may have got the information at that very moment? And Mr. Shivraj Singh Chauhan is an extremely sensitive...
For 24 hours, I did not hear a word from Shivraj Singh Chauhan.
And after he went and visited the site also, and after that he ordered a judicial inquiry. I think that's a chief minister who's immediately taken action, unlike the Congress governments that are covering up all their scams. But I want to come back on this issue again. See, why are you just ruling out? Now, a judicial inquiry will find out whether at all a mafia was involved or not involved. And the second fact of the matter is, it could have been an accident. You must realize that at the local level across states, there are tractor trolleys of farmers that use extremely poor people that pick up basically rough mining material that is bought out by road companies and others.
They are obviously working for large-scale contractors as part of a mafia. Okay. You're going to insist that this is an accident. Srivatsa Krishna, you're an IAS officer. Point made here by Ajay Kumar is that there is a nexus at the ground level, even in an Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, where IAS and IPS officers may be involved. Here was an honest officer, but for every honest officer, there may also be a corrupt officer who's patronizing these elements.
I think Ajay Kumar is absolutely bang on. In every single state, be it BJP, be it Congress, be it any of the regional parties, there are enough crooks in the political class conspiring with more crooks in the IAS and IPS and in the lower bureaucracy who allow these things to happen. But the main point here is, who will come and join the civil services? Which youngster will come into the IAS and IPS? If you have a situation where the oil mafia in a Congress-led government in Maharashtra pours oil on an additional collector, 4 or 5 months have passed, has anything happened to the best of my knowledge? No. In a BJP government, an IPS officer who could have sat at home on Holi and not bothered to go out to work, he could have enjoyed his holy day. he's assassinated. And this has happened not for the first time. 1971 batch, Vinod Mehta in West Bengal, 16th March, happened 20 years ago. He was killed in broad daylight in a CPIM ruled state on Holy Day. So Rajiv, nothing changes. These things it will be in the media light for some time.
How do you change it? How do you change it? Do you see anything, I mean, do you believe that if you had a strong chief minister in one of these cases, can they take on the mining mafias, or have the mining mafias now become so powerful that they are independent republics? Whether it was the Reddy brothers in Karnataka, whether, as you said, it's a Congress-ruled state, possibly where this would happen in Andhra Pradesh, in any state, are they now too powerful for anyone to take them on?
Rajiv, let's not forget, there is an IPS officer called V.V. Lakshminarayana in the CBI, who along with his team has brought the mining mafia in Karnataka in check. He is the one who is pursuing cases against them single-handedly. Likewise, there was a team of IFS officers, Dr. U.V. Singh, Vishwajit Mishra and others, who went ahead and booked these guys and brought them under check. Wherever the civil service is given a free hand to do their job, they do it brilliantly, and one officer is enough to settle all these thugs. The point is, the minute we start acting, be it the Congress or the BJP, they immediately panic. They panic, and their officer is removed and sidelined and sent to fisheries or archives or wherever. The point is, I think the time has come in this country to debate the extent of control the political executive should have on the permanent executive. I think maybe a time has come. The permanent executive should have greater freedom than it does under the current messed up system of accountability, where the political executive has total control over the permanent executive.
Yes, Ajay, you're both a politician and you've been an IPS officer. Do you believe independent IPS, can an IPS officer at a district level be truly independent, given the structure under which he has to work?
So, see, the larger question now is, and it's in the cold storage, like Srivatsa has correctly said, is you need to. Police is one authority which is extremely powerful and extremely manipulated by the political system. So an organization needs checks and balances, but it cannot be in the political class. As we evolve as a nation, this is critically important. We see it because there is no priority for the poor or the downtrodden. It's only for the political classes to use police as an instrument. So it is critically important for 21st century India to have a model which replicates it. But the other issue which is scary is, if you cut across all the, where the left extremist movements are, obviously, when you continue to exploit people, they're going to find a voice. And the government says they're the biggest threat, but one of the biggest fuel for left extremists is the government. By continuously exploiting the land below where the poor people live.
Point taken. You believe that this is exploitation of the worst kind that's going on. Ajay Singh and Nalin Kohli, the two politicians at the end of the day. Starting with you, Ajay Singh, how is justice going to be provided to Narendra Kumar? It can't be provided by bringing a no-confidence motion in the assembly by politicizing it. His family today wants the culprits to be brought to justice. That's the simple point they want.
Mr. Saudeh Saib, justice should only be should be done, not only be seen. Secondly, if they really want to do something,
yes,
it's just not just a judicial inquiry on this particular incident. The entire mining thing should also be taken into account. So one Narendra Kumar's life will not go in vain in the state of Madhya Pradesh.
Okay, you're saying that this requires a wider probe. Nalin Kohli, Shivraj Singh Chauhan comes with a good reputation of being a strong administrator. This is denting his reputation. Here is a chief minister, because this is not the first instance in Madhya Pradesh in recent months of lawlessness. And at the same time, we've heard of large amounts of cash being found with bureaucrats and police officers in Madhya Pradesh. What does that tell us?
Thank you for saying it. And the fact that the cash is being found means that somebody is investigating and catching them. So action is being taken. And I think that speaks volumes about the commitment of the political leadership there. Number two is about this, that yes, I am saying it, that yes, justice will be done. And that is the reason why we've gone for a judicial inquiry and not taken it departmentally. Third is Mr. Ajay Singh would do well to advise the Congress government to pass the Lok Ayog bill, which is pending in Parliament because of their own politics.
Okay, Nalin Kohli, it's not Nalin Kohli. Ajay, I've run completely out of time today. Nalin Kohli, Ajay Kumar, Srivatsa Krishna and Ajay Singh. Appreciate your joining us on our top talking point tonight. Serious questions have to be answered by the entire system, IAS officers, IPS officers and by the government, because an innocent and brave IPS officer has been killed today in unfortunate circumstances.